This is the Moshpit Backstage podcast for punk, metal, and rock interviews and segments. You just heard Invincible by Tonight Alive. And this is Stefan and Ellen on the Moshpit on Sin. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
So we're joined in the studio by Tyronne from the straight-edge hardcore band Rebirth.
Hello.
From Melbourne. It is interview time. Welcome, Tyronne.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's good to have you here. You and the band were here about a year ago. Now, Rebirth has announced that it's coming to an end with a final show on Saturday the 18th of March at the Phoenix Youth venue in Footscray.
Yeah.
Now, you guys have only been together for about a couple of years, and you released your killer debut, which I was listening to today, Crucible, only about a year ago. So why end it now?
Well, we've got one of our guitarists. He's going over to Japan.
Yeah.
And so he's been working towards that. He's probably going to teach English over there, so because he's learning to be fluent in Japanese. And then I guess just sort of life gets in the way.
Yeah.
Half our members are sort of over the age of 25, so just other things get in the way, just like careers and study and education and things. So yeah, just thought the time was right. We had done a huge amount of stuff that we never thought we'd do, and we've done that, and we're sort of just wanting to put it to bed rather than let it drag out and cause issues.
Oh, so you're happy with the way it's...
Yeah, it sort of took us by surprise.
Really?
How well everything went and how well it was received. So it's been a pretty wild ride, and we've really enjoyed the experiences.
So you have a political song. That one's Lilith, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2016 was a painful year in terms of politics. I was interested about your song Lilith and like the reasons behind why you wrote it.
Yeah, well, probably 90% of our songs are political, and that's sort of like why we started the band, I guess. We felt like it was lacking a bit in the hardcore scene, and I'd grown up listening to like bands that had like substance and message and stuff, and wanted to sort of inject that in my own way into the scene. But yeah, Lilith I wrote because sort of just by education and learning and talking to people and listening to their stories and experiences and stuff, and unlearning my male privilege as well, by learning about feminism and discussing that with people, and just sort of like really reflecting on my own behaviours and how as a music scene we sort of fall short a lot. Like you'll go to shows and there'll be bills with just heaps of bands with just male members. Mm. So it can kind of feel like a bit of a boys' club, and I've heard that echo through throughout the scene with like lots of different people sort of saying. So yeah, I just sort of wrote the song, just sort of trying to acknowledge that, you know, that males do have a privilege in society and in alternative scenes as well. It's not, because I think a lot of people think punk, left politics, everyone's all accepting and stuff, but there is a lot of, levels of privilege that are hard to sort of dismantle and stuff. So it was just me trying to reflect on that and just sort of just putting it out there to say, like, look, every male is guilty of benefiting from the privileges, and that, you know, we can unlearn this and be better allies, and just sort of just want to get the discussion out there, because unfortunately when women speak up about it a lot, they get dismissed. So I thought I'd use my privilege as a platform to get it forward, and unfortunately, sometimes that does happen, that people listen to you if you're a male, which just goes to highlight that there's that very issue of blatant sexism in the scene. So yeah, that's sort of what I was trying to convey.
Okay, excellent. So we'll play Lilith right now from your album Crucible. You know, it's obviously relevant to, if you just join us, we're doing a women's special on the Moshpit on Sin, and here's the song by Rebirth called Lilith about male privilege. That what you say in 2 words? Male privilege. That's what the song's about. You would say.
Yeah, and
male privilege,
sexism
basically.
within the scene. Yeah.
All right, here it is, Lilith. You're listening to the Moshpit on Sin with Rebirth. Lilith by Rebirth here. Tyronne is with us from Rebirth. So Lilith, great song.
Yeah, thank you. And I just wanted to also make a point that this song is a reflection on anyone who identifies as a woman, trans community included. The lyrics should be taken as like metaphorical and not literally. Just thought I'd give some more context on that.
Awesome. So we're going to be playing a song Sober Living for the Revolution just in a little while. So I was wondering about this song, which is from your debut and only studio album Crucible. So Rebirth is on Bandcamp. Are there EPs or demos as well that are available on Bandcamp?
Yeah, it's all on our Bandcamp. We have our entire discography on there.
Excellent.
And I think Life Layer Regret Records have the album on their Bandcamp as well, so you can listen to it there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome. So now you guys are playing your last show on March 18th. So what does the future hold for yourself, Tyronne, and the other members of the band?
Our drummer James, he's in a few other bands, Blinded, Broken, and yeah, so he's doing those, so he's still playing in live bands. Dave is probably going to work on some metal projects. He was talking about that the other day, which is pretty cool. Rory will be jet-setting over to Japan and teaching English over there, so that's cool. Me and him talk about anime and Japanese culture all the time. We kind of bond over that. And for me, I do a lot of art and stuff as well, and have done all the design work for Rebirth. So I sort of maybe taking a step back from live music for a bit and focusing on my art, and probably compiling all my lyrics and maybe putting into like a zine or a book or something. Yeah, I might do some music, down the track, but at the moment just want to sort of focus on other things.
Awesome.
So is there anything special planned for this final show?
No, just want to sort of have a good send-off, and we sort of try to get the bands that we sort of really like in the scene, like I guess with it, like we're talking about like the empowerment of women and stuff, and we've asked outright to come on board because they've been a strong female voice within the scene, which is much needed. So we're really glad that they're going to be a part of that. We've got Homesick coming down from New South Wales, who a lot of the members are Indigenous, so they have like a really good perspective on their own lived experiences in terms of racism and stuff in Australia. And we've got a band called The Accursed opening, which are just a bunch of friends of mine and a guy from Germany over just playing straight up hardcore. So yeah, it's looking like to be a fun show. We've got some charities also in the stalls. So we've got Chain of Snacks, which is a local initiative where people bake goods and sell them, and all the profits go to animal rights organisations.
Yeah, and I also read that there's vegan options available for animal rights.
Pretty much all of it's vegan. All
Fantastic. That's vegan, great to hear.
They're doing that. They always make really good food. You usually see me like loading up a whole plate and putting like about $20, $30 in.
Nice.
And we've also got the Refugee Action Collective there as well, just to provide information as well. I was asking the Warriors of the Aboriginal Resistance group to come and talk about to people about their stuff as well, but they're yet to get back to me. So yeah, but just really just trying to sort of just having a lot of education and stuff at the event as well. The food donation initiative I do, which is called Food of Today, I'll be having that at the show. So if you're paying at the door and you want to donate some money or get in for cheaper, you can donate food.
That's all right. So we're going to play your song Sober Living for the Revolution. Now, I think you said that this was a book as well. Title of book.
It's a book. It's a book title that was interviews about straight edge. It's a really good book. So if you're interested in what straight edge is, or even just like a sober lifestyle, check it out. It's a good retrospective about hardcore punk and how straight edge had influence on the culture. So
Excellent. Good. So. Cool. I guess
Rebirth will be performing their final show on Saturday the 18th of March at the Phoenix Youth Venue in Footscray. It's an all-ages show. Check out the album Crucible, everything else on their Facebook page and Bandcamp. Tyronne, thank you so much for coming on the show tonight, and good luck with your final show and everything else that you have planned for the future.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
No worries.
Ahead we have tunes by Amaranth, Terror and Persona, but this song is Sober Living for the Revolution by Rebirth. Go and check out their final show. Thanks for listening to the Moshpit Backstage podcast. You can subscribe to us on iTunes and Omni. To find out more about the show, go to www.syn.org.au/moshpit. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/moshpitonsin and follow us on Twitter and Instagram at moshpitsin. The regular Moshpit radio show broadcasts punk, rock and metal tunes and interviews every Thursday nights on SYN 90.7 on FM and digital radios. Listeners outside of Melbourne, Australia can stream SYN 9.7 online at www.syn.org.au. Thanks to Vintage Ruin for the music.
Hi, this is Tommaso from Flash Gun Apocalypse.
Hi, I'm Enid from Girls School.
I am Phoebe Pinnock from Heavenly Axe.
Hey, this is Gary Oldmead of the Misfits.
Hey, this is Kat Sproul from Horizon's Edge, and you're listening to the Moshpit on SYN FM.
Hi, this is Einar from Rebirth.
Hi, I'm Virginia Lilly from the band Lily.
This is Raul from 1349.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ali from Zebrahead.
Hey, everybody, this is Charlie Benante with Anthrax, and you are listening to the Moshpit on SYN.